Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, it's Friday, Friday's request day, and today's map, well, it's been voted in by the BonBon buddies over on Patreon with a landslide vote. It's actually got a lot of stuff to look at, so rather than talk for about 3/4 of an hour before we get started, I figured we really do need to get straight in and start reviewing this thing. But before we do that, one little job for you to do. Yes, it's that time. It's time for your daily reminder. That's right, hitting the like button really does help support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Let's get to 10,000 guys, let's get to 10,000. Today's map is Vilyuchevskaya Bay by Yuri the 7th, or Yuri 7. I'm going Yuri 7. Yep, it's snowy. It is very snowy. There's your start square, just one little looped roundabout off a national road to get you started. There's your resources, very, very solid, bold use of resources, very happy with those, thank you. And then off to the workshop, not too much, it is a snowfall map, you will need snowfall DLC. We are using the Vachton Frost theme, the LUT for snowfall, as a recommendation for the 81 tiles, which always I recommend. A lot of you won't recommend it, but there you go. Now, it's a fictional location, but in a real life location down here on this peninsula just across the water from Alaska off the Bering Sea, the bit that droops down towards Japan. Now, road and rail. We're going to look at the road and rail along this section together, sort of. You find the rail is very uppy downy and the road is very bendy wendy. Little bit uppy downy for a realistic rail, but you know, you can't have everything, and this map doesn't really have great network. Yeah, not really. Like, this road is like a little bit of a bow in there, a little bit of a jinky janky coming off of the bow. So yeah, mind you, this next bend's quite nice. So what you gain, you lose, eh? Yeah, very on the right now. The rail is going up and down like crazy. Could have been quite easy to fix that. Along here we've got some very nice detailing with the old reindeer fences. Apart from they're not terrain conforming and you just get these huge gaps between them. So yeah, the reindeer could escape or get onto the road, I guess, in this case. So we'll watch out for stray reindeer today. If you see a stray reindeer, it's time for a little sip. You know, it's drinking game day today. One sip for a day, that's a typo. There's no reason for it to be like that. Look, here, that would be the straight line straight across there, just losing that one tree. And it'd be much nicer. So anyway, we're following the, obviously, the river valley here. Now, this is where I would have, you know, the road and the rail could have swapped places. If the rail had been along the road here and the road had been along the rail here, that would have worked much better. Because look, the road is just right next to that river. It's much flatter territory. I think it's just a logistical mistake, I think. Okay, anyway, the road now, a little bit of a drop there, and what have we got here? This makes me laugh. The way these are lit at the bottom, these caves, so you can see right to the... Yeah, who's down there? Hello, hello, echo, echo. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, the rail ends here, and you get a couple of blue lights there when the sun goes out. Was it even the snowman? Look, there's a little snowman there. But we're going to carry on with the roads because we want to see where they go to, don't we? They're going to end in some kind of start square. Right, have you subscribed to the channel yet? If you haven't, now's a very good time. Oh, look, looks, drinking day, little sip now, guys. Yes, if you've not subscribed, now is a good time to do so. And if you have already subscribed but you haven't hit the notification bell, please do that, because otherwise I just go into a great big pit of subscribers that you just can't keep up with. Yeah, and you know it's daily content on this channel, don't you? You know, probably the most prolific Cities Skylines YouTuber out there. I don't know anybody who's putting out as... I mean, episode 500 and what are we on now? 500? What is going on? Anyway, we end up with this roundabout at the very end, and that is where you will start. I probably would... Oh, what's this? Hang on, no, it's not a reindeer. It's a Russian bear. Who knew there were bears in Russia? Apart from everybody. I'll see you later, Teddy. Okay, right, so that's the road. Oh, hang on, what's this? It's another reindeer. Sippy sip time. Okay, we've got a valley over here with rail coming down it. To be fair, at least the rail is going down the valleys. It might not be super smooth, but we aren't going over the mountains. So some thought has been put into it. Just a little bit more tidiness with the actual terrain work would be better. Now we've got trees encroaching onto the lines here. I'm suspecting that this is supposed to be a defunct line, an abandoned line. Like we've got this house right next to it is abandoned as well. So I think these are abandoned lines. A little bit jinky janky there. But there's going to be an awful lot of work required if you want to unabandon it. It says the guy who produced Merrickstowe with the abandoned line. Okay, I'm fully aware of the irony, guys. I am fully aware of the irony. But I have to point these things out because, yeah, you may not like it. And if that's the case, don't play Merrickstowe. We've got encroaching foliage all the way along this bit of rail here. And we're heading up now towards... There's got to be an end to this line somewhere. There is a... where is the end to this line? It's also... looks getting darker. Somebody forgot to switch the sun, the day-night routine off. Oh, hang on. We've got stairs. We've got stairs, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, trains don't work that way. And then along here, we're coming along the peninsula, which takes us to a little build area. We've got a little road and some houses. I would say that's oh, a defensive position. No, it's too dark. Can't see anything. Which means we could do with some LED lights. The Citic Tower with LED, Hong Kong HK by XDBX. XDBX doing some really, really funky LED lit buildings. These look really, really good on any modern skyline. So anyway, factoids, because factoids, just time for a quick one. Oh, let's have a look in daytime, shall we? During the French Revolution, the skins of guillotined aristocrats were tanned to make leather, and one hide was used to bind the new French Constitution. That'll teach you. Citic Tower with LED Hong Kong HK. By XDBX, today's asset of the day. Back to Vilyuchevskaya, sorry, Bay by Yuri 7. A little bit of jinky janky there. This water's very shallow. I'm pretty sure we'll have grounding if we try and have some ships go across here. Okay, and also there was like that shipping route, so it didn't look like it connected properly, so that was something else. And then along here, sorry, I missed a couple of bits in the haste of getting started again. Yeah, we've got shipping routes that go up all the these areas here. Also, it gets very, very close to the rocks there, which once again probably no collision, but it won't look right, will it? It just won't look right. Anyway, loads of shipping routes all coming down that route. It's not bad. Water flow, we have rivers. They are proper rivers. They flow down and out. It's not the strongest and most water flow. Like down here, it's pouring into this lake at the bottom here, and there is water motion, and it is just about for a few meters. Just a few meters. Here's your start square area, and if we get down, you can't barely see any arrows there. So again, if you're playing vanilla rules, that might be a bit of a problem for you.
Have you never quite worked out how to use Ploppable Rico? And what the heck is Ploppable Rico anyway? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Ploppable Rico by BonBonB. Click the information button below.
Okay, and now let's have one little fly through of the map, and there's lots of little things to look at and discover. For a start, you probably already noticed the submarine. Yes. Now clearly if you don't want the submarine, just don't subscribe to it, it won't be here. I think it's a nice touch. I get these visions of abandoned nuclear submarines all along the coasts of Russia. I know it's not the case, but that's what I imagine. Right, let's have a look. We've got this river delta. I mean, it's a river valley, and I like the rivers on this. I'm kind of buying into them. They're not. In some ways, they're a little bit deep in places, obviously to control the water level. Looks like they've been gouged out rather than formed. Now here we've got a lot of dead trees coming down the side of the mountain where the snow has already melted. What? Oh, hello, hang on. No, it's a coyote or something. It's a wolf. You don't need to sip that time. Yeah, loads of wildlife. This is obviously a volcano, and there's been recent volcanic activity by the looks of it. Because why would these trees be down now? Here we've got smoking. It's smoking. Just out the side. This is good. The amount of times you see just volcanoes coming out the top of the mountains, they come out the side of mountains too. You've got to be aware of these things. We've got a gouged area there, which looks like there was a volcanic eruption outside there as well. And this is out the top. And out the top, look, with a little pool of water, which is the snow melt in the top of the... I think that's very nice attention to detail. While some of the networking, the roads and the rails, is a little bit not great, little points like that score you up a bit. Oh, by the way, the fog is switched off today because I find with the snowfall maps having the fog switched on just clouds it a bit too much. It's white against white, and so we've got the fog switched off specifically for the main reason of being able to see well, against the snow. The rivers aren't too bad at all, to be honest with you. I mean, they could do a little bit more finesse, but they're not bad. They just don't quite feel... They feel like they're being drawn out with a terrain tool rather than formed by water. But all that said, kind of like the path, okay? I kind of like the paths, if not the final execution. This is a nice touch at the end here, where it's all flowing into this floodplain, kind of flooding the area, and it only breaks through at this one point. And this is quite realistic. You see this quite often in floodplain land as well. So yeah, I buy that. The coastline's quite nice. Generally, they're quite nice. Like along here, I buy this. Absolutely buy this. This island over here, BonBonB Island, if it wasn't so freaking cold. Right, so coastlines, I'm saying they're all good, apart from one weird thing, which at first I thought was, because it's in the edge of the map, we can let it go, right? It's right off in the fog. Nobody's going to see it, so I guess this would be fine, yeah? Maybe there must be a reason, like a shipping route. There isn't a shipping route across here, by the way, but I figured that that, gouged out like that, was just because it's on the edge of the map and could be seen. I think I'm wrong. I think that's by design. You'll see why in a minute. So yeah, we've got over here, we've got some more of the gouging over here. But wait till you see what's around the corner. Wait till you see it. Around the corner here is this. This is detailed and gouged. That has to be by design. All those rocks down. Let me get down there and see if I can show you a bit closer up with the rocks. Yeah, this is bit by design, isn't it? There's no question. I don't think it's particularly well done, but it's quite funky, right? Okay, and then if we go on a little bit further, oh hang on, we've got a little waterfall here. It looks nice. I attempted to use that as the thumbnail, but yeah, the cliffs around here, now these I buy into. The difference is they're not completely vertical and they're nicely smoothed. I'm thinking that those ones right on the edge of the map were started but not finished. That's my thoughts, because these cliffs are glorious. Thatcherton Frost makes that possible as well. It's a great thing. Great thing. And again, we've got another one of these pools with just the one escape route out into the sea, just backing across itself there. And then we've got, this would normally be in the fog. If we had the fog switched on now, you'd really be struggling to make out all of this. But once again, we've got a nice melt area here where there's clearly been some volcanic activity. All the trees are down. Somehow, everybody's favourite factory managed to survive, which is a shame because everybody's favourite factory is hated by everybody. I'm not sure what's going on here. Right, so the rail stops. I'm buying that these rocks are being dropped on from above because of the volcanic activity. It's glitching quite badly around there though. It's glitching really quite badly around there. But where did the rail go? Where did it go? It emerges here. Was this originally a tunnel? Is that soil being deposited by the volcano? So how did all those trees fall on it? Why are all the trees pointing in all different directions when the volcano is directly behind us? They should all be, I would have said, pointing in the same direction. Maybe, yeah, kind of. They're all kind of roughly pointing in the direction away from the volcano. Okay, I'll let it go. Once again, abandoned railway line by all, well, obviously abandoned because of volcanoes. And again, disappears here, reappears over there. We've got all these trees on the top in between, which, once again, when did they grow there? I'm not sure. Anyway, your chance to vote on this map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? I think this will have mixed opinions. I think some of you will be giving this like a high 4, maybe 1 or 2 5s. But I think a lot of you may also go, nope, nope, and nope. So it'll be interesting to see the scores on that one. So, Vilyuchevskaya, a Bay by Yuri7. Aesthetically, I like it. Okay, Factoids and Frost, good choice of theme. Quite like the terrain. I just kind of like. I think it has more it could be done with it, but still solid 4, yeah. Detailing across the whole is pretty reasonable. The networks are poor. Question marks on the rail and those trees. Don't quite understand, but I can give it a solid 3. Very solid 3. It's not too bad. No major issues really. Gameplay potential. One very thin road to start with. A few broken rail lines as well. Question mark on the water flow. But it's Snowfall, and I think there's a lot to entice you to want to play this if you want to play snow. I'm giving it 4. If this was not Snowfall, I'd give it 3. Vilyuchevskaya Bay by Yuri the 7th. I hope you understand that. If this was a regular map, that would be a 3-star map. But I think the enticement of the Snowfall, if you want to play, I think that's an interestingly different Snowfall map, and definitely worth having a tinker with if you want to play Snowfall. So anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. An old map on the screen now if you want to do that. And then tonight, the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Finally, I haven't made it yet, but finally, it'll be ready to watch. I'll see you then. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more What Map. Have a great day.